early, 8-1, with Michelle Sarasso, Ralph Bednarczyk back with you here from Adelphi. And these two teams had to get through quarterfinal games to get to this point. Seaford at 7-7-1 with an opening game tie this season. They were able to get through Carl Place 13-7. For Seaford this season, 9th in the county, over 12 goals scored per game. And for Oyster Bay this year, also getting through their quarterfinal matchup, they've been a high-scoring team all year long. The 14.2, good for 2nd in the county. And playing at a Conference 2, they went 6-4. So 12 wins last year in year 1, 10 wins this year, and looking to reach the Class C championship game. So 2 growing programs, one in its 2nd season, the other Seaford just in its 14th year. But they have found a way to build through the youth programs, and that's really what it's been about, to have a quick pipeline. But I don't know if anybody would have imagined that you could pretty much instantly start and get double-digit wins last year and be pretty competitive, as we can see, just passing the eye test of a team that looks like it's been together a while longer.
Yes, Oyster Bay has really come out and shown that they deserve to be here, they want to be here, and I think effort and hard work can take any team a very long way.
And Charlie Rizzuto initially, after coaching even at Briarcliff College, the boys at Comac, looked at it and he decided to put in for the job after he teaches at Oyster Bay. One thing he had never done is start his own program, and he had coached girls lacrosse, helping out some club teams, and the first thing he did was signing up for officiating class to learn all the rules. That's a big thing. And then he called up Bob Vlahakis, the former Shore-Wading River coach, who is now coaching at St. Joe's Patchogue, and Carrie Bodo at Smithtown West also helped him out. So he kind of took off with this program and running, and was really excited about building it, but I'm not sure anybody would have expected this kind of instant gratification.
Yes, he should definitely be proud of himself. He has definitely dedicated a lot of time and his knowledge to this game, and Oyster Bay is off to an amazing start.
Draw control here out of the timeout, Emma Devereaux. Michelle Yu. Yu turning, Yu shooting, and there's an answer! From distance, Michelle Yu, ending the 4-goal run by Seaford.
Michelle Yu's speed is just outstanding, and we keep going back to her speed. As she gets the ball, she does a quick, nice roll dodge, takes her strong side right, and a nice bounce shot. Those bounce shots are very hard to stop, especially on the turf, and Michelle is using that to her advantage.
The Yu sisters have combined for 8 goals today. For Michelle, she's hit the 50 mark as a freshman. And the draw control here for Seaford. So they finally get one. Here's Alyssa Mallory. And Mallory, as Seaford kind of woke up late in that first half, she was one of their sparks. To the wing, good pass by Shate. Low shot that Vomvis came out to challenge Jen Molnar. Seaford having backup. But the Vikings have looked like a different team after almost being shocked by what happened in the first 10 minutes.
Yes, I think it was very shocking for Seaford to be down by that many, and most teams would get down on themselves, but Seaford took the chance to get it together, come back together as a team, and refocus, and it has been a great game since.
Prodan, and behind Emily Vomvis, and if not for a couple of pipes hit, pass comes across, and it's going to be picked up here by Allison Palermo. Good pass to find Shates. Always a very good idea. Emma Shate with a quick answer. She's got 3 goals in this second half and 4 for the day.
That's an awesome opportunity. Once again, the ball was on the ground. Seaford picked the ball back up. Palermo picked the ball up off of the ground, fed it right to Shate. As Palermo had the ball, looks inside to feed. Shate's right there, takes a low sidearm shot right into the corner.
Make that 5 for Emma Shate. The Vikings have cut it to 3. Emma Devereaux, draw control, and Rebecca Lane uncontested. And Shade very fortunate there with her size and strength that she didn't pick up a yellow as Lane went flying. And Lane has touched on back in the first half. She has dealt with injuries all year, but has shown great toughness. Another foul on Seaford. Draw control number now 17-6 Oyster Bay. With a lead just 3. And they're going to back up Lane here, who is getting up very gingerly. Laundry list of injuries. A rib, an ankle to boot. There was the knee Lane was looking at. Hannah Kaiser. And she's cut off by the defense. Their goal line extended. Seaford continuing to lock off and face guard against Vanessa Yoon. So Oyster Bay will take the 6-on-6. Cook, and here for Hauser. Hauser drawing the slide. Looking for the cutter. Good find, and a high finish. And the Baymen with great confidence. Grace Wygand, who's given Oyster Bay some very good minutes off the bench. And Oyster Bay with a quick response.
Hauser looking to go to goal at first, takes it back with a fake, looks right into feed, right to Wygand. Wygand finishes with a nice finesse shot up in the corner.
Just number 2 for Grace Wygand, and some very good minutes. Charlie Rizzuto has her in describing her as their smartest off-ball player. But a good roll, diving right to the front. So at 13-9, Oyster Bay with some more breathing room. Draw control, Vanessa Yu. And it might be the only way she's going to get the ball after all the face guards as she quickly scurries inside the 8-meter and now backs it out. And this might be a game with still nearly 15 minutes to go. It may take 18 again for Oyster Bay, and that'll help. Vanessa Yu heard from despite the face guard.
Right from the draw, once Vanessa Hugh gets the ball, she is unstoppable.
Number 2, Vanessa.
Right here you can see how composed Vanessa is, waiting for that perfect opportunity to take. She takes a couple small steps and explodes into the right side as she finishes a nice low shot.
Julia Seiler trying to stick with her, and Vanessa up to 6. But her first of the second half, and Oyster Bay may need a lot more from her. This may be a game where the 18 goals from the regular season meeting may not be enough. Another draw control. Emma Devereaux. That's been the change for Oyster Bay. Rebecca Lane. Lane lobbing it, Hauser, and she missed high. Got a good open look, good pass from Lane.
That was a beautiful look inside. Hauser just needed to take that turn and finish that low, but Oyster Bay receives the ball back.
Ashley Duggan on the wing. Michelle Yu. This time Emma Shate here on the defensive end. I think first time we've seen her. So the sense of urgency by the Vikings, putting their senior attacker here. Trying to get some help with under 14 minutes to go, second half. Kaiser to the front, and she's able to tuck it past Foltz.
That was a beautiful shot by Kaiser.
Hannah Kaiser able to get just enough of an angle, top side.
As she comes around in her right hand, she quickly switches to her left hand and releases that. That is a very hard angle to shoot at, but Kaiser is able to finish in the low corner.
So many contributions from Hannah Kaiser to this program. A lot of different roles. Last year they relied on her scoring and all the little plays. She puts in her second. So Oyster Bay with a quick response. They have scored the last 3 just minutes after Seaford cut it to 12-9. Oyster Bay will put Nicole Hauser back on the draw, and Seaford desperately needing a possession. Vanessa, you had it. Lane overran it, and Lane was tripped up by Seaford Shannon Duncan. So Vanessa Yu will have it, and as good as the U's, and Vanessa has been scoring, she might be that good, if not better, on what she does in the draw circle.
Yes, her speed off the draw circle, she has had the first step on most of the Seaford players, and that has allowed them to win most of the draw controls this game.
She's taken a pounding, but that number, 20 out of 26 for Oyster Bay.
That is a huge difference. That is 14 possessions in this game.
And not just Vanessa Yu, but Rebecca Lane has had a good day. Emma Devereaux, their main draw controller and backer when they go to zone, has been very effective in the second half. Vanessa Yu chased, and Julia Seiler trying to stay with her.
Keep it, Vanessa, keep it. You can go through.
And Yu face dodging and extending way outside. She doesn't look like she wants to give it up at this point.
No, when she has the ball, she definitely wants to keep it because she is Oyster Bay's biggest threat.
Yu flips it, Michelle Yu rolling. Well, they got her at least to get rid of it. Now Michelle Yu continuing, and Folks able to make the save.
That's a beautiful save by Folks. Michelle Yu did take a shot that was not necessary.
Interception by Kaiser. Michelle Yu quickly, bouncer missed. Rice for the end line, won by Seaford, so they'll escape.
Folks was definitely making up for that mistake she made by coming out of the net and chasing that ball down so Seaford can get control of the possession.
Second time Hannah Kaiser has either knocked the ball down or intercepted one. Desiree Folks with 7 saves. Seaford will need some more as we come up on 12 minutes to go and a problem clearing. That ball picked up by Ashley Duggan of Oyster Bay, and we'll get a card coming out. Seaford will be man down for 2 more minutes, and a valuable 2 more minutes as they try to continue a comeback.
This is crucial for Seaford. Like they said in their key point, they need to stop the yellow cards. They have been down a man twice now in this game, and when they're down by 6, this is not something that they need.
Sophomore Molly Van Dusen, 2-year starting defender. So here for the Vikings, one of their problems in their regular season meeting was they simply had too much time of yellows. 4 yellow cards that day. That's 8 total minutes of action when you're man down, and depending on who it is, one of your better players that can't play.
Exactly, and Seaford does not need and cannot afford this right now. They need to have all 7 players on the offensive and defensive side of the game.
Kaiser, and she'll slam it in, and more excellent ball movement. Hauser, this time from the wing. So Hannah Kaiser getting another layup.
Hauser looks right inside to Kaiser. Kaiser finishes, and this is the problem with Seaford being man down. Oyster Bay is going to capitalize. Kaiser finishes right above her defender and right over the goalie's head.
And the Baymen offensively for real. And the numbers still with nearly 12 minutes to go, coming averaging over 14 goals per game against a pretty decent schedule. They've found ways to score and shown you that they may be a lot more than just the Ute sisters.
And that's great, and when the Ute sisters are going to be locked off, it is important that the other girls on Oyster Bay step up.
They played a couple of key non-league games against Conference 3 teams. They won some games there, and the majority of this team came back from a 12-2 first-year program. Their goalie was a senior and only lost the 1 starter and 3 other seniors. They had a JV team last year, so they made some additions to gather even more depth. And then moving up to Conference 2, that was a big jump. And they were hoping to finish in the top 5 of Conference 2. They were able to do so. And wins over established programs like Hicksville, Oceanside have been around a long time. Last year they beat Baldwin. These are Class A schools that battle against the Massapequas of the world. Lane, and she'll dodge from up top. And picking up the foul. And just the quickness of Oyster Bay today, Seaford has not been able to find an answer for.
Exactly. Seaford right now needs to step up and stop them from gaining their speed and getting into the 8.
It'll be Rebecca Lane.
Good back.
And she'll pass up the shot. Michelle Yu driving on Duncan. Seaford making the adjustment to a man-to-man in the second half, and for a little while it looked like it made a difference. Half minute to go on the Molly Van Dusen yellow card. Already one goal has been scored. There's a second on man up from Michelle Yu.
Once again, Michelle Yu is so great at finding her space. She's composed and looks, and once she sees her space, she's willing to drive.
Oyster Bay goal scored by number 34, Michelle.
As you can see, Michelle, she comes at the defender, sees that space, and releases the shot right away.
Fourth for Michelle Yu there, making our statistician Chris Ponte really work and earn his paycheck today. 17-9. And the Yu sisters approaching a double-digit scoring game at home. And now leading by 8. This is the largest margin today for Oyster Bay after that 8-1 lead back in the first half that Seaford climbed within 3 on. But 2 consecutive goals on extra man, 5 in a row after Emma Shate made it 12-9. And as Devereaux steers it to the vicinity of Yu, they'll redo that again. Well, I don't know if we've ever heard of a double team on a draw circle, because you have a 3-on-3, but there may be a consideration for that, the way Vanessa Yu has been a vacuum on ground balls.
Yes, I did see them at one point of the game try and send over another Seaford player to be on Vanessa, but then they figured Lane has been just as fast and just as great in this game, so they have balanced it out.
Allison Palermo and Emma Shade is fouled, and it would be very unusual and unorthodox. I don't think I've seen that in the game before, but it could be the one last resort that Seaford can turn to.
Yes, because when Vanessa does get the ball, she is a huge threat in this game tonight.
Less than 10 minutes to go. Emma Shade